Hey, what's going on Facebook Live? What's going on those that are in the replay world? It's your main man, Coach Eric Schwefel, coming at you with a quick little video that I think you'll like. So for a long time, what I did, it was actually about a year ago, was I did these things called Motivational Monday. I did something called a Walk With Me Wednesday, and then like a Feel Good Friday. And what I would do is I'd say all these motivational things. What's going on, Ozzy? I'd say, what's up, Alex? These motivational things, and we talk about how life went, how we can be how it's important to be vulnerable, it's important to take care of yourself, and all that kind of stuff. And I really enjoy doing those different videos, and what I found over time is like I always thought there had to be something more. Like you always have to teach something new every single time, especially, what's up Mallory, what's up Colin, especially when you get in front of the video, right? And what I learned was that that's not necessarily true. All it has to be, right, is just something that might make somebody's day brighter, right? Just show up. That's the biggest thing, is just to show up. And then what happens from that point happens to that point. And then I thought about showing up and how different people show up in life, right? One thing that I'm teaching in my groups right now is communication, and how body language and communication is so freaking important. 55%, and just so you know how important it is, 55% of what people receive from us when we're talking is from nonverbal body language cues. How your face is, what your reactions are, if you're smiling, if you're sad, if you're angry, whatever it might be, those faces. And even your body position, if you show up like with your arms crossed, or if you have your ankles crossed, or if you show up, these give different impressions on how you're feeling and what you're doing. What's going on, Caroline? And how you show up in different ways. Well, there's one way that, golly, 70% of America shows up, and that's when we're at work. And one of the things that we do while we're at work, right, is we sit in our chairs. I don't know how well you can see this, but we sit in our chairs with our ankles crossed, usually underneath our chair like this, and we'll sit at the computer, and we'll be typing on the computer like this, or I know for me, I sit down a lot like this. Whenever I'm thinking, my back is bent, and I'm in this hunched over position. And what happens when you sit in these positions, right, is your hamstrings end up in a shortened state. You overstretch your shoulders and your back, and you're reducing the length of your muscles in your chest and other areas. And what you're doing is actually compressing some different organs and other things that are within the body. So it's not the best thing, right? But over time, right, and everything's over time, that's what makes the biggest difference. Sitting like that for a few minutes, it doesn't matter, but think of like 15, 20 years, and you can see different people and how they walk, which is, kind of like this, or you see people walking slow, and it's really unhealthy for your body, right? We're meant to stand tall, we're meant to stand with confidence, our shoulder blades back, and if you're one of those people who sits at a desk all day, right, it's so easy for time to pass you by because you're so involved in work, you're so involved in the computer. And sitting all day will actually drain you of your energy. It will drain you of so many different things. It will drain you of your energy. It can drain you, depending on what you're doing on the computer, of course, right? It can drain you of your ambition and so many other things. But what we're addressing today is how tired it can get you. So if you're a desk worker, or if you end up sitting a lot, these are a few exercises that you can do to get blood flowing again, to improve your mental capacity, right? The mental clarity and the ability to do work. And then on top of that, what you're doing is you're implementing exercise throughout the day. And implementing that exercise throughout the day is only going to help you burn more calories, which is going to help you build more muscle, which is going to help you burn a little bit more fat. So those exercises, what I want to show you, you can actually do at your chair. The first one, what we're actually going to do is, all you need is a wall. So we're going to use the affirmations up here, and this one's real easy, y'all. You want to place your hands on the wall for stability, and then you want to swing, right, back and forth. Start with really slow, because if you do these or really low swings, because if you do these at the office, it might look a little strange, right? So you can stay right here and then just do a couple little swings. And what is that doing is it's stretching your inner thigh, it's activating your glute, it's getting blood flowing in your legs. And if you do about 15 of those leg swings on one leg and then on the other, you're actually increasing the range of motion of all the tighter muscles that end up contracting and reducing their optimal length within the body. The next thing you can do is, if you're just standing there, right, go forward and back. And then from this way, we're stretching the hamstring, we're stretching the hip flexor, and we're stretching the quad. That in and of itself is going to get you a bit more blood flow, and it's going to give you some more energy. But that's not all that we want to cover, right? Whenever you're on the wall, the next thing that you can do actually is lean against the wall and bring your feet, I don't know how well you can see it, but bring your feet out just a little bit and place your hands on the wall, and then come up and then down, up and then down. Breathing out whenever you're going up, and then in whenever you're going down. And what those two exercises, those two movements do is, just wanted to sit down. They stretch out your chest, they stretch out your pecs, they tighten the muscles in your upper back, they tighten the muscles that are all involved with keeping your posture erect. So whenever you're sitting there, right, the big thing that's going to happen is you're going to notice, man, my posture feels so much better after a few of these movements. And if you don't want to be the person that stands up and does the leg swings and the wall slides, you can actually do them in your chair, right? Bring your hands up just like this. I'll show you from the side too, right? Just like this. And you're breathing out and then breathing in. And if you do that 25 times, I guarantee that you're going to have a little bit more energy. And there's one last thing that I want to do. So we showed you the leg swings, which is going to be 15 on each leg. We showed you the wall slides, right, or the sitting wall slides, and that's going to be 25. And the last thing that you can do, which I think really, really helps out, is stretching your hamstrings, right? Now the hamstrings, they're one of the causes of lower back pain. So if you feel that, then lower back pain definitely. Stretch out your hamstrings, stretch out your glutes. But there's a couple of different ways that you can stretch out your hamstrings. I'm going to show you a bunch. We have our feet together, right, like this. We're standing nice and tall. We're breathing in. And then what you want to do is not, right, just drop, right? It's not proper form. You can pull a couple of muscles. It doesn't feel the greatest. But what you actually want to do is start off with your shoulder blades back, proper posture. I like to keep my hands either on my side or right in front of me. And then it's like the bend and snap from, what the hell is that movie? Legally Blonde. Hands are right here, breathing in, you're stretching back, stretching back, stretching back, stretching back. You're going to feel a really good stretch in your hamstrings. And then from this point, you can go ahead lower and then relax to stretch as much as you need to. And that's going to get your hamstrings, that's going to help out your lower back, that's going to help get you a little bit more energy throughout the day. And then as a bonus, I'm going to show you how to stretch this muscle in your glutes. It's called the piriformis. So what you want to do for that is place your right ankle on your left knee. And this is going to be the sitting down version. There are so many different versions of this. And then from there, all you're going to do, right, you can do this at your seat as you're sitting, is just lean forward, right, as far as you can. And what you're going to notice is a stretch right back here in your glute. And it's going to feel freaking fantastic. Oh my God, it feels so good. And then you can switch up to the other side, right? And then stretch forward. Ooh! And it feels fantastic. So remember, your body language, with that being said, your body language determines how people are going to respond to you. We can keep our shoulders down and we can stay at the desk and we can do whatever we want to do just like this, right? But even if we just take 5 minutes an hour, right? Maybe even 10 minutes in your workday to do the exercises that I showed you, go look at the replay and then you can see them. By just doing those, you're going to improve your fitness, you're going to improve your blood circulation, you're going to improve the energy, which is all throughout your body, right? You won't have that feeling of having to go to sleep at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening. And then overall, you're going to notice you just feel better, right? We're meant to move, so you're going to feel better. So look through this. If you're not sure on the exercises, try doing 15 leg swings laterally and forward and back. Try doing 25 wall slides. And if you have the time for it, touch your toes, stretch out your hamstrings, and oh my gosh, do the piriformis stretch. See what those are. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the links below. Even send me a direct message, and I'll do my best to answer your question and help you out if you have any questions with that. I'm going to take a second, look through my comments. What's up, Barry? What's up, Curtis? What's up, Keith? Thank you for watching. Colin, you said, let me check this out. My neck already leans forward naturally, and when I walk from doing that constantly, mainly due to always having, in high school, having shyness and confidence. So you're definitely correct. Thank you. Yeah, dude, confidence is a huge thing, right? Because what happens is we normally look at the floor and we'll look down, and that's even a part of looking at our phone, right? So if you were to look at somebody while they're looking at their phone, and you took that phone away, what would the posture be? It sounds silly, but it would be that of somebody with low confidence, right? Low hanging shoulders, they're looking forward, their head is down, they're not looking or interacting with anybody. So with that, definitely take some of these stretches, bro, and let me know if you have any questions, and we can help you out. Thanks for watching, Mallory. Thanks for watching, David. Thanks for watching, Drew. Drew and I used to go to college together. We did a karate class. Aikujitsu. Thanks, David, for the thumbs up. Keith, hearts, bro. Sorry, just woke up to a sane amount of typos. Oh, dude, it's all right. It's all right. I'm terrible at reading, so that's my fault. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. If you got value out of this, please share it out. I want to share stuff like this, right? That's going to help you in your everyday life. If you're about that, or if you're looking for something specific, please let me know below. I love you. Have an amazing day. Be bold, be fearless, and of course, always be unstoppable. Talk to you later. Peace.